Singapore Airlines confirmed last week that it was in talks with Tata Group about a potential merger of full-service carriers Vistara with Air India. The Singapore national airline owns 49% of Vistara, Tata holds the rest. Vistara is India's second biggest domestic airline and held a market share of 9.7% in September, far behind Indigo's 57.7%. Air India, with 8.5% domestic market share, is at 4th spot, just behind Go First. Tata Group also has an 83.67% shareholding in AirAsia India, which is in the process of being merged with Air India. The conglomerate had acquired Air India from the Indian government in January. It then roped in Singapore Airlines Group veteran Campbell Wilson as Air India's CEO to lead its turnaround plan. In September, 2 months after Wilson took over, Air India announced a 5-year transformation plan to take its domestic market share to at least 30%. The plan itself was an indication of merger of all group airlines. Cumulatively, Tata's 4 airlines, including Air India Express, ruled 24% of domestic skies. Meanwhile, Singapore Airlines has cautioned its investors that there is no certainty of a deal, but it said that discussions are in line with its multi-hub strategy of getting access to important sources that complement its strong Singapore hub. The International Air Transport Association has noted that India will become the third largest aviation market in the world, including international and domestic traffic, by around 2024. Any potential merger would create a more formidable competitor to India's dominant airline Indigo, as well as Middle Eastern rivals that carry a large share of the country's international traffic. Singapore Airlines said India had strong domestic and international traffic flows that were expected to double over the next 10 years. Air India recently said it will lease 30 Boeing and Airbus aircraft, expanding its fleet by more than 25% as its new owner faces a tough task to upgrade the carrier's aging fleet and turn around its financials and service levels after years of losses. It is also looking at growing the international routes significantly to put the airline on a path of sustained growth, profitability, and market leadership. Air India is launching more services to North America, where its use of Russian airspace gives it a shorter flight time than rivals that have avoided it since Moscow began its invasion of Ukraine. Singapore Airlines has a checkered track record in mergers and acquisitions. It owned a 20% stake in Virgin Australia that was wiped out after the Australian carrier entered voluntary administration in 2020. In 2012, Singapore Airlines sold its 49% stake in Virgin Atlantic to Delta Airlines for $360 million, well below its initial purchase price that it paid in 2000. Ajay Atane, the founder and editor of frequent travel website livefromalounge.com, tells more.
The Tata Group operate 2 full-service carriers, and it obviously makes no sense to operate 2 full-service carriers. Most probably, there will be an eventual merger. It's already in a soft form, already happening. In this equation, I don't think Singapore Airlines wants to put more money. And the only reason Singapore Airlines is sitting on the table is because either they perhaps, the Tata Group might have not wanted to kind of pay them off and buy Vistara from them. In a nutshell, minority shareholding for Singapore Airlines. They might be retained to kind of share their technical expertise. I don't think that there will be a sort of space for Air India to collaborate with Singapore Airlines. On international, Air India already has the advantage. Vistara will most probably quietly bow out. So whatever the aircraft of Vistara are, which at this point of time, they're only having like what, 2 787s with a third perhaps on the way this year. Yeah, which is how they will launch they're launching some new routes at the end of October. So that's one. And then they have some A321s, which are specially configured for international operations. So I think, again, flying under the Air India flag, there will be no problem for that to happen.
For customers of Vistara who are signed up to its frequent flyer program, a merger with Air India will provide them with an added benefit. Air India is part of the Star Alliance, the world's largest global airline alliance with 26 members. A member of Air India's frequent flyer program can earn miles when they fly with any of the Star Alliance members. A potential merger with Vistara will significantly enhance Air India's fleet, increasing the routes it can fly and frequency of operations. It could also go a long way towards realizing Air India's stated goal of achieving a 30% domestic market share in 5 years. It may even have a positive impact on profitability because of cost optimization. However, experts feel that all of this is contingent on significant investments running into the billions of dollars being committed by the Tata Group.
If you like this video, share it and subscribe to Business Standard. For more news, views, and insights, log on to www.business-standard.com. Do also follow us on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Telegram, and LinkedIn.